It's again with me, Nearly. We're starting in post Imperial Age playing Deathmatch, and we have nobody 41 with me.
Welcome everybody. We're gonna have a Khmer war. This is the first time I've seen a Khmer war on Deathmatch, like so many of these other games with these unique civilizations on Deathmatch. Over on the top side, we have Clemencer playing in the blue, and on the bottom side, we have Tato.
Okay, let's see how they will play it out. You can see 5 barracks, 4 stable start here by Clemencer, and Tato's playing it 6 stable, 4 siege workshops start. So Clemencer with a lot of halberdiers and Tato only with like the deadly units, war elephants and siege workshops. That means Tato will have the stronger Pop 200 army.
Yeah, Clemencer's also going down with a bunch of siege workshops too, though, so they're thinking more along the same lines, I think. I think one of the big differences is Clemencer going with a lot of halbs early on, and Tato going with a lot of battle elephants. And we just talked about this, how the Khmer, I think, have the strongest elephants with extra movement speed, with extra attack, whereas the Khmer get some of the strongest, they don't get a fully upgraded halbs, they're missing plate armor.
Well, it doesn't really matter if a flock of scorpions are shooting you down. It doesn't really matter if you have any armor or not. They will just melt away. Let's take a look. Tato trying to go for some patrol in the middle, but yeah, just waiting for the scorpions, and that has to be so sick. 9 range for scorpions, firing 2 projectiles as well.
I can't wait. This is gonna be epic when we see huge masses of scorpions. Oh my gosh. And the scorpions on the elephants too. Hopefully we get to see ballista elephants. Alright, here comes the first engagement.
Okay, so scorpions, yeah, and you see Tato knows, oh, this guy has a pretty solid counter army, let's retreat first, wait for more scorpions, but now Clemencer sees this guy has enough scorpions, better retreat, and I think we will see that, yeah, toying around quite a bit. So maybe Clemencer thinks that's a better engagement for him, I'm not 100% sure. Mainly because Tato is lacking the scorpions at the moment, and I think Clemencer needs to retreat again now.
Here comes the stampede from Tato. He's going to take this fight. I feel like this is a bad fight for Clemencer. Maybe he's just trying to get some use out of those halbs. This is still going to be a good fight for Tato, though.
Yeah, he's just going for the stronger army, and it's just so convincing how he's pushing this away. Clemencer at the moment not getting into enough army. He has amount of barracks here, but simply the amount of scorpions was not out there, and this looks like super convincing for Tato. Let's take a look. He's out of gold already, pop 70, and Clemencer at pop 54. He's getting the TCs up. He has more resources, but still, just not having the strong army at the moment.
Here comes the elephants. They're going to come in right under the military buildings, I think. They're going to try to delay this castle. Let's see if Tato is able to delay this castle sufficiently. The scorpion's not firing. Here we go. Let's see if Tato... No, he's going to wait for his heavy scorpions in the back.
Oh yeah, now you can see doing a lot of damage on those. But is there the castles going up? That's very good for Clemencer, buying himself some more time, but he always needs to micro on those scorpion masses because he doesn't really want to go for the fire on the elephants, doing so much less. And yeah, you can see that sometimes happens. At the same time, we have the attack on the right hand side, but the front is the most important thing here.
Those halbs absolutely melted to those scorpions. What? You have to be crazy if you're one of these halbs to go into a battle like that with all those different scorpion bolts coming at you and then just huge hordes of elephants. Just, it's not a good day to be a halberdier.
Yeah, but Tato's coming in after being cleared up with more elephants again, being at pop 100, trying to get his eco rolling. And we can see a lot of scorpions here in the back, so at the moment, Tato is taking a lot of damage, but he's continuing with the push without any siege support at the moment.
I think he might start using these elephants as the siege. Elephants do get attack bonus versus buildings, and Tato has so many. But the thing is, Clemencer is still massing up those halberdier. Let's see if Clemencer can use his castles to focus down the scorpions, maybe.
He absolutely needs to do that, but it's so annoying. He most likely has it on a group already, and we can see it focusing sometimes, but at the moment the elephants here in the north, or in the north of the castle, kind of close down the distance, and again, Tato's so convincing that he can push down the thing on the right hand side, and Clemencer again in stranglehold here.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tato is able to freely expand on the bottom side, start to build up his economy as he starts to build up some of those farms, where Clemencer is spending all of his attention on this one area, just trying to hold down these castles.
Three traps now finally out, and that's just so much firepower here by Tato. Clemenza trying to retreat, trying to get up that, precious amount of Scorpions out as well. Tato at pop 120, Clemenza at 107. Now we can see some Onagers coming out, but even the Onagers going down so quickly here.
It looks like we're going to have another short game as Tato going into this really heavy combination of battle elephants and Scorpions. This is where the Khmer are at. This is what their best combination is, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. The Pop 200 army of that is just too strong, and Clemenza just taking, not 100% sure if that were the best fights, and I felt like more Scorpions would have been the answer even, but now at the moment Tato is being pushed back a bit. Pop 90 for Clemenza, Tato looking at Pop 120.
On the bottom side, Clemencer is trying to push in a bit. Looks like he's going to get town center. It's still in the front is where it's most valuable for him. He needs to be able to secure that gold because I don't see him mining any gold at this stage. No, he's mining gold at the top only.
Look at that battlefield here. All those battle elephants going down. This looks so brutal and so much food lost there, and all those dead bodies. So much blood on the ground as well.
Both players are at the limit with food currently. Let's check the other resources.
120.
And both have about 1,000 gold.
And it feels like Clemenza did hold here. He has now a nice amount of Scorpions, but would be vulnerable to bombard cannons or onagers.
Yeah, but looks like Clemencer's going to lose a bit on the right side too, and that was kind of important for him. That was one of his keys to gain his momentum back. Let's see. I think that Tato has a much bigger economy. Look at how many farms he has seeded, though. I think he's going to come in with a second wave pretty soon.
18 farmers here for Clemenza, and Tato is having a solid 63 again. Boy, what an amount again. This guy, he's absolutely on point today when it comes to his macro and his micro as well.
Absolutely. Clement's just trying to go for some of these raids as he seems to have, a little bit of momentum here, but there's just nothing for these halbs to raid. There's castles all over the place. There's Scorpions everywhere. He's trying to get some light cav raiding done on the bottom, but there's castles there too.
Yeah, that's so true. Light cav's doing at least something, but in the long run, doesn't really matter. Tato on such a strong pop can get more raids out on the side. They're just missing like 15, 20 extra farms from Commander at right hand side, left hand side, basically everywhere.
Clemencer does have a bit of momentum here, though. He's got 2 trebuchets set up. Tato's trying to defend with 2 trebuchets, and looks like currently Clemencer has the numbers. But here comes another stampede of elephants from Tato.
Oh, and a lot of light cav as well from Clemenza. I'm not 100% sure if I like that too much because the Scorpions won't perform too poorly against them. But yeah, it's kind of a counter. But don't you want to invest the food into other units, maybe? Especially Clemenza, who has a very low amount of farms here. I would have loved to see him go for maybe more siege first, or maybe do a side attack with some more elephants and rams, but sending in those light calves, not even in the biggest group, not a big fan.
I don't think I've ever seen before just Scorpion on Scorpion action. It just goes to show you how strong these Khmer Scorpions are. Finally, the elephants breaking the front line and getting to those Scorpions, and after that they should be free to take out those Trebs.
Indeed, and we have now pop deficit of 60 if you look at the point of view of Clemenza here, and he's trying to get home with the straps. Seems like he might do that, and let's see, maybe some bombard cannons again. It looks so funny how heavy Clemenza is going onto bombard cannons nearly every game here.
Maybe we could see some magic bombard cannon micro. All the Scorpions going down from Tato. The question is, what happened to the Scorpions of Clemenza, and how is he going to push back when Tato starts to bring out more of these elephants?
I think it's looking pretty slim for him. He doesn't really have the eco. Look at that, only like 2 villagers of wood. Okay, makes that 20, but still, the amount of wood is so low. Farmers not really existing as well. Oh, only 27. And yeah, his eco is just so far behind.
Clemencer losing his town center on the right side. Again, pretty valuable. It's got a gold over there. And helps keep Clemencer's map presence as Tato expands across the map. Let's see if Tato goes with another push.
Oh, bombard cannons now pretty much in the open. Can maybe snipe some traps. That's good for them, but now they're exposed as well. We'll lose at least one bombard cannons now up to 7. Make that 6. Oh, not really. Keep that by 7.
I think Clemencer is trying to use these bombard cannons to counter out the scorpions. We don't see a lot of scorpions anymore from Tato, though. We're seeing a lot more elephants from him.
Yeah, and he needs something to protect those bombard cannons, because now we can see Clemenzo, he has no halberdiers there. He has no scorps of his own, and therefore he's now getting pushed into his face again. Yeah, he did slow down the push of Tato a bit, but now he's losing all his bombard cannons. And remember, nobody 41. Bombard cannons, the most costly unit in the game.
GG. There we go. So once again, Tato taking the victory, but Clemencer giving it a good pushback. I think it was a big mistake for Clemencer to go, a little bit heavier into Halbs, and I think Tato's combination was just a lot stronger in the early game.
Look at that build up again. We had 6 stables, 4 siege workshops compared to 5 barracks, 4 stables, and then 4 siege workshops. Just Tato knowing the Civ a bit better than the teams.
Yeah, it's definitely one of his advantages knowing the DLC civilizations. Let's take a look at the achievements. The KDs! Pretty crazy.
Don't look at the KD, indeed, again. So Scorpions of Tato, the masses. Clemenzo going for so many halberdiers, really pushing him down there. But the main thing again is simply how fast Tato is setting up his ego. It's incredible. Will amount 70 ahead Tato there as well.